Hey guys, we're over to check out that new sign. Stuart RC Adventures. Anyway, I'm sitting here with my guys. And I was going to make a video of my Wendigo skipping across the water with these new tires here. There we go. These new tires. Little snow plow. I gotta tell you, those tires, man, well, needless to say, I can't make a video of it, because I, I blew the gear in the transmission. Unfortunately, these things come with plastic gears and that. So I got another one coming. But, these tires, I love them. I wish I hadn't brought my truck, but wow, those tires are something. What are they called? Who makes them things? Not making on here. All right, UPG. I mean, they're $40. Who the hell sells them things? Upgrade USA. Upgrader CUSA.com. I gotta tell you, yeah, it'll skip water and it'll come out of the water and take off. It's quite impressive. Unfortunately, this stupid phone I have, when I started the video, tripod, all that, it was really great little setup. I was in a perfect little spot, skipped some water, skipped over a few times. Not a whole lot of water, but I mean, width-wise, but it was deep and it skipped right over the top of it, and my phone decided to shut off on me when I was thinking I was videoing. I wasn't doing anything. I was playing and it was fun, but that was about it. But yeah, holy shit, those tires are, wow. They'll get some. Got to get the metal gears in that transmission. I don't think I'm going to run it on the old little red here. I just did all this stuff to it. We'll get with this little gem here. This guy was fun. With this guy, I just did all the brass. Okay, you got to let go. I did all the brass front end and rear end. Oh, look at it. We got like the disc brake pad thing going. I think I put that in the wrong spot. Anyway, but yeah, front and rear, put the transmission in it. What I thought was the wrong pinion on it, wrong gear on it, it was actually right. It was metal too, metal and metal now, but a little dab of lithium on there. It's quite the right now. But yeah, runs like a champ. Has that new upgraded transmission, both brass front and rear. Doing the front dip on this TRX4. Man, I have really beat the shit out of this truck. If you can't really kind of tell, but I've used it and abused it, and it's done some pretty amazing things, some pretty fun things. Even ran it in the ocean. That's when I first got it. Didn't think about the old lipo, salt water, rust. Did it anyway. Killed one battery, but I'm good now. That was a couple of years ago. Won't do that. When I was in Kodiak, I kind of stayed away from the water, but even on the sand there in the early mornings, when I was running this and that Wendigo out on the beach, that beach was cool, man. It was beautiful, it was smooth. I was just making tracks, and of course, by the time I got the real good video, or break out the video, my battery went dead on the Wendigo because it had the factory lipo thing. It was a cheapy knockoff lipo. It did okay, but by the time I actually got my phone charged up and filmed some of it, it was dead. So away with that it went. I did have some good footage of it ripping around, across and jumping, and I don't know if you guys like the slow motion shit. Sometimes it's cool. I try not to do too much of it, but every now and again, when you see something doing really trick, you gotta kind of slow it down so you get a good geeb on it. Yeah, I try not to go too easy, but not too hard on these trucks. Sometimes I get stupid and do things, and yeah, that's when you like come up with a missing mirror, and yeah. But yeah, I have beat this thing, and I know a lot of people they're not big fans of the Red Cat. I actually never even heard of the shit till I was up there, and this guy had one. I had seen it, and I'm like, I want it, so I bought it. And pretty much it's for life with me. It's been abusive. I have beat the piss out of this truck, and it took it and took it and took it and took it, but now I've actually railed that thing full speed right into the side of a cliff by complete accident, but it happened, and it did kind of bend the front of the body a little bit, but it didn't bother it. It kept running. It didn't start breaking until I got back here to Alabama and needed to beat the shit out of it. Then it started breaking shit. So, I don't know. Due time to break, I guess. I wouldn't blame it if it did break. It was a good time up there. Done with that. Kind of back down in here for now. This truck is just... This thing has been fun. It just goes and goes. And these tires... These Mudslinger tires... I mean, these things, they're really good in the mud, but they're also really good crawling because they just squish. I guess maybe because after I put the 1800 kV in there, it spun them, stretched them, and what have you, but they're really great at crawling because they stick to everything. Yeah, I weighted the rims. Now it's got the brass. I mean, the thing, I think it weighs about 14 pounds now. It'll do probably, I don't know, it's not a speed demon, but probably do about 30, 35. It ain't supposed to, but it does. I just do that so I have that option. I don't really ever do a whole lot of it. I did it at first, and there went the drive lines and all kinds. Yeah, I beat it up. But when I did the front diff, which one is the front? That's when I did the front axle on this truck, the crap that come out of here was just, I had to take it out to my shop and brake clean just to identify what was in it. It was so rotten. The bearings were rusted out, muck and grit and sand. Yeah. I actually had to cut the doggone the ring gear out of it because the screw was so beyond repair. I couldn't do anything with it, so I had to cut it out. So I cut it out. And then, yeah, but it turned into a fiasco. I was going to video that, but I was like, screw this. I'm not carrying the phone out and in and out, and I ain't messing with it. So I just did it and be done with it. I have another video doing the rear, and actually the rear was amazing because it kind of turned out, when I opened the cover, I was like, wow, that's really not even that bad. How's that even possible? I don't know. I took it apart and wiped it off with a rag. It was clean. Everything came apart. Ring gear was good. I got new ring gears and pinions for the diffs anyway. Cleaned everything up. New bearings, all that. It's virtually like all new in there now. So, yay! Yeah, time to beat it up a little bit again. But I'll give it a break right now. We'll move on to this guy now that I just got this guy. I just got this guy, and I mean, this thing. I got these tires yesterday. Yesterday, day before. I don't know. I got a bag around here, so I'll probably threw it away. But they're more drifting tires, but they are a softer compound. It goes. I was running the doggone the stock ones that came with it, and that was not so bad. That was not so bad. These must have been the fronts. Yeah, they get a little better. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can get that actually kind of had tread on it. This car is only like a week old. I got stupid and I just tore it up. Amazing. This doesn't flip. Full bore, haul ass, go into a slide and it will drip. It'll just go. I think it only goes like right now about 25, which is pretty fast for a little guy. But yeah, I can whip it into in a curve and it doesn't. I'm so used to these things. You do, and it's tumble. This thing here just slides. Yeah, I already kind of wore out the first set of tires. I like these. These are like the Kragers. I already got my hobby guy already ordered me like probably 6 sets of these now. It looks better with these on it. I'm not a big fan of this kind of style rim. I'm gonna kind of modify that a little more so it looks, kind of hides the whatever. I guess that's like a honeycomb. I don't know. Not a big fan. Really cool ass car though. Holy crap! Let's get this guy out of the way. This car is absolutely cool. I'm really hoping this car doesn't flip on me at any time soon, because the body is just immaculate. It is just cool as shit. I went with some black clips on it. I wish this was like a clipless, but it's just not. I could probably think of a way to do it, but I'll wait till they come out with it. But I put the black ones in there. They're not as noticeable as the chrome ones that come with. I noticed some videos on some guys that the wheels weren't centered. When you get the car, it's kind of back a little bit. It's out of whack. I was farting with it yesterday, just sitting around watching tube, and I noticed that the rails that go up to hold the body mount there, they look like they were leaning forward. So I'm like, well, let me look at it, and I took them off, and I just turned them and set them back in there and set them in there. Now you can see that the wheel is actually more centered into the wheel well. So I think that's what that was. And then I noticed also it was upside down. Yeah, these were upside down. When they have the little, I could take the body off, I guess, but it has like a little cone piece on the top, just like in the front. But it was up underneath, like they put it in backwards and upside down. So I just pulled the pins out, pulled them out, flipped them around, stuck them in there, and adjusted it, counted the height or whatever. I raised it just another notch or two just to get it so it wasn't scraping off the ground. But I'll probably play with that a little more of that. And these are actually Traxxas wheels. That's all they had at the hobby store yesterday. Hobby Town, Columbus. Yeah. But yeah, they're actually Traxxas wheels, but they fit on this Kyosho. I particularly wish I had more actual Kragers. I think these are just the plastic jobs, but I wish I got some Kragers. These are cool tires. When you get going into a slide, it will actually kind of make a yeah. It's pretty cool. They're real soft. They're flexible, but yeah, that tread. I done ate them up. It's not even a week old, but you can't help yourself. You get out there and you're zip, and you're just ripping it, and you're not really paying attention. You know, how many times did I slide that thing? I drifted that how many times? I might need some tires. But, so I just got these for the gigs. These do really good too for drifting too. It's kind of fun. They're supposed to be a stickier compound, but I'm always going balls out with this thing. The engine sound on the videos for this is actually off my C3 Corvette. Just took the phone out there and started up, let it run. That way, that's what that is. I tried to time it right. I don't know if I did it right. It might be, might not be. Anyway, if you make it through this video, I want to appreciate everybody that's actually liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel. It was really cool. I appreciate y'all. I didn't think this would ever actually go anywhere, but I started seeing, the views started going up and up and up and up. So I must be doing something right. Yeah, my son up in my other son up in Kodiak's got both of them. They got my RCs. I have a Traxxas Summit, two of them actually up there. They need a bunch of work, and my one son's working on that. Left my Slash with my other son, and he had so much with it that he ended up breaking it. So, and they both run shops, so they're whenever they get around to actually fixing an RC car, whenever. But and they'll get some more videos of Kodiak and all that. Kind of like a team. I don't know, but. Yeah, they're not much. What the hell else? I mean, them tires. Holy shit, those tires on this Wendigo. If you don't have any, get some. But you better make sure your transmission and shit is strong enough. That is the neatest thing. I took that out in that creek, and it. I got into it a little bit, and then I let off, and it sank, and it went underwater, and then I goosed it, and it literally shot up out of the water. And started to do a wheelie up on top of the water. So, holy shit. Yeah. Really cool tires. Better make sure your truck has got plenty of strength to run that. You get into sand, it will throw sand in your face. Sitting on the ground. Love them tires. I'll do it again. As soon as I get that thing, get the transmission all back together with some metal gears in it, and probably do some more modifying on the transfer case. I'll get some really good video of it, and I'll find somewhere to skip it. But for now, that's out. It's not going to work. I kind of half-ass fixed it last night with some super glue, and it worked all right for about, 30 feet out in the yard, and then gone again. So, I just ate that plastic gear up. Anyway, my sign, I like my sign, that's kind of cool. I'll be having t-shirts and all that stuff down the road. Probably, a week or two. But, just want to know, everybody, I appreciate you watching, enjoying the fun that I'm having with it. Sharing the fun, man, that's all it's all about. And that's, a couple years ago, I would have never pictured myself this. I had convinced myself, ain't no grown man my age and to be playing with no damn toys. All my kids are gone and grown, and here I am. Look at that guy. Sexy. Okay. I'll get off of here for now.